Hey, Cash here. Thanks for listening to Middle-Aged and Mediocre. We got something special for you. I don't know how we put this together. We're very grateful for the opportunity we had here. We were contacted by, look, our most popular episode is the episode we did on the Mothman, where we reviewed the history of the Mothman, explored some of the mythology, went into some of the theories and the related weird aspects surrounding the Mothman's history. So that's our most popular episode. If you haven't checked it out, go back, check it out. What we got is an interview coming up for you with the Mothman. It came together in a weird way. You'll hear, but I hope you enjoy some really interesting stuff you're going to find out about the Mothman and the Mothman's life and the Mothman how they feel about the things that have been said about them throughout the years. So it's an interesting interview, something that we really, really, truly appreciate, getting the Mothman to sit down with us and talk to us for about a half hour, 40 minutes or so. I hope you guys enjoy it. Let us know. And if you're listening on Apple Podcasts, make sure you leave a review. Give us 5 stars. Let us know what you thought of the interview. On Facebook and Twitter, please shoot us some feedback. Let us know what you thought. Shoot us some questions if you have any questions for the Mothman. Maybe we can get the Mothman to come back and sit down with us again and answer some fan questions. We'd love that, and I'm sure Mothman would be happy to do so. Thank you. Enjoy the interview. We love you all. We'll be back with normal episodes in October. Thanks for listening to Middle-Aged and Mediocre. I'm Cash.
I'm Joel.
And we are a podcast about all things strange and unusual, death and UFOs, and other creepy,
Cults,
weird, random
ghosts.
There you go.
Yeah. Not just naming things in the room.
Oh my God.
There's a cult of ghosts.
Hey, this is Middle-Aged and Mediocre. I'm Cash.
I'm Joel.
And we are here, very special guest today. I don't know how we got this interview, but we got the
It's our
interview.
biggest episode.
This is big for us.
I mean, this is just because of what we're, our biggest episode, our most listens. We're famous for it.
Oh, the Mothman episode we did is our biggest episode, and we are here today with the Mothman. I don't know exactly what to call it. Like, is the Mothman okay, or?
Well, Mothman's actually my last name.
All right, I did not know that. So
My friends call me Gene.
Gene Mothman.
Gene Mothman. It's Pennsylvania Dutch.
Didn't know that.
Yeah. So I appreciate y'all having me on here. I've been meaning to get my story, tell everyone my life story.
I just can't believe you reached out to us. Well, you showed up outside Joel's window one night. And you'd heard the podcast. You said you'd heard some rumblings of the podcast we did about you, and we were very respectful towards your story. And you asked to sit down with us, so we appreciate it. This is a huge get for us. I don't think anybody else has ever got an interview with Mothman. With Gene
Mothman.
Gene Mothman.
Yes.
Well, let's just start at the beginning. Like, how? There's rumors speculating.
Tell us about Richard
swirling
Gere.
around.
All right. First off, fuck Richard Gere.
I told you. He
That
wasn't like
lousy
Richard Gere.
motherfucker. They made a movie about my goddamn life story, and it was all fiction.
Yeah, see, I told you.
My life ain't fiction.
So you didn't get to? Did you get to meet Richard? Mr. Gere?
Motherfucker come big-legged me. He came up there, gave me his fucking hand, and said, "Thanks for the house." And then he fucking patted me on the ass. And he walked on. I said, "Motherfucker, I will kill you. I'm a fucking moth."
And did they even ask you at any point to be in the film?
No, they didn't ask me to be in the film. They wanted
Hollywood.
They wanted somebody else to play my part. They were really trying to get Zach Galifianakis to play the part of the Mothman. I said, "Listen, motherfucker, I am a big fucking deal, and you just don't go get goddamn Alan from the fucking Hangover to fucking play Mothman. If you're gonna get anybody to play the goddamn Mothman, it's either gonna be 1, Gene Mothman, myself, or 2, Burt fucking Reynolds."
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, Burt Reynolds.
That would have been a whole different movie.
Yeah.
So, but they put Richard Gere in there, and that wouldn't have been my 7th choice.
All right, the top 6. No,
Goddamn, Tom Selleck. Is Tom Selleck free?
Probably.
Tom Selleck. Tom Selleck. Tom Selleck.
Tom Selleck.
Tom Selleck. Maybe Steven Seagal.
Oh, okay.
And Tom Selleck.
I think this all lined, like, that's all exactly
I
what
wasn't counting, but I think that was 7.
That's a few.
Well, if it wasn't Tom Selleck.
Tom Selleck.
Now, have you ever seen any residuals from that movie? Like money? You ever seen any money from it? Or do you use money? I don't mean to be disrespectful. I just don't understand exactly how a moth person.
How would he carry money?
Well, goddamn, we have a satchel underneath our left breast
All right.
that we just take our money and we stuff it in. Of course, we eat goddamn man. Us, the Mothman family, we love fucking pizza. We have a nice home now. We're residing right now outside of Boca Raton, Florida.
Florida man. Florida Moth man.
Yes, Florida Mothman. It's a really nice place. It's the only place I can get away, and I could cheat on my Mrs. Mothman. And it's kind of a house we swing a little bit.
Oh.
All right.
Well, you're always naked, so I mean, you're ready.
Well, I got hair,
Yeah.
and it kind of tucks inside.
Oh, there's a lot of hair. I can see it.
But you should. I'm a grower, not a shower. It's what I tell everybody. I said, don't judge me by first fucking glance. There it is. The next thing you know, it's gonna roll on out.
By first glance.
First glance.
Now, you said something there, and I think it's very interesting because I wasn't aware of this. I don't know if anybody's been aware, but you have a family.
Yeah, I got a family.
Kids? You got...
Yep, I got 17 little moths.
17? You are
all named Tom Selleck.
You are a busy Mothman, Gene.
I like to fuck.
It's pretty clear that you do.
I can't help
and not
it.
just your wife, it sounds like.
Well, I only have 3 of my own with my wife.
Okay.
But then the rest of them is just kind of, hey, Dad. I mean, I'm a fucking rock star, okay?
I would assume, too, like, if you're
it's
a young moth person, you know who your dad is.
Yeah. Like, I mean, you come up.
Where do I get these big red eyes from, Mom?
Yeah, you got red eyes. You ain't no fucking albino, and I mean, you got armpit hair on your fucking shoulders, and you got wings. I mean,
the wings give it away. I think
I didn't want to mention them. I didn't know.
they're
about
impressive looking. I will say that, and I mean, it's got to help you in your exploits, your dating life. I guess you could say, like, you could just go. You can go wherever because you've been spotted all over the country. So
the world.
All over the world, yes. Yeah. I know that mostly you're Mason County, West Virginia is where the origin stories.
Well, I originated in, like you said, Point Pleasant. I was minding my own business. I had a little thing on TNT Street back there, and then...
You like to watch couples make out. That's cool.
It's not that I like to watch. It's just they were fucking in my yard.
Yeah.
I mean, so how did all this come about? Because the first reported sightings of Eugene, not Eugene, but Eugene.
Well, it is Eugene, but I say Gene.
Oh,
Gene for short.
All right, so the first reported sightings are from 2 couples that were in a car together, and they went out to, what you're saying
yard.
is your yard.
My front fucking yard.
And
if someone was fucking my front yard, I would probably look out there and watch.
Yeah, and then they say that you chased them out onto the main road, chased them all the way down the main drag there, and then kind of disappeared. So, but, I mean, the way I guess I understand now. Like they were on your property, in your yard, but there's a lot of story going around that maybe possibly the factory there, the TNT factory, had something to do with you becoming you. Is that true? Any truth to that, or you just you're just you? You were born a natural way like everyone else, and
I mean, I got a mama Mothman, and daddy Mothman, just like everybody else. I mean, but it's not as dramatic as these fucking trespassers. Yes. It's not as dramatic. They said I flew from the fucking sky. Well, goddamn, I did fly up, but then I politely went, "What the fuck y'all doing in there?"
Oh, so you knocked.
I knocked on the window and says, "Get the dick out your mouth and get the fuck out of here. This is my yard. You go fucking someone else's yard." And they're like, "Oh, heaven forbid the Mothman, Mr. Mothman fucking yelled at me. Don't be so fucking soft."
And then, the reports go that they went to the police. The police come back out there with them looking for you. Now, did you see the police out there looking for you? And did you go and be like, hey, these motherfuckers were in my yard, arrest them? Or did you know the way police look at you, you're not going to get a fair shake here?
I get labeled.
I would imagine.
I mean, I have wings. I'm about 6'7".
You are a presence.
I got eyes as red as the fucking 10 ball.
Yeah. We had you warned us. I think you warned us ahead of time to wear some special sunglasses.
Yes.
We appreciate that.
Don't look you in the eye.
My thighs are bigger than Herschel Walker's, and I mean, I'm a big motherfucker. But the thing is I come out and say, "Hey, Mr. Officer, how you doing?" They fucking zap me because of the color of my fur.
I mean,
It's gray, dark gray.
That is a tragedy in this country, and I mean, I would like to apologize that it extends to the moth people as well.
We're people too.
That's right. So, you kind of make a big splash in the news right off the bat. First time anybody's seen you. What took so long for you to kind of introduce yourself? Was it because of that prejudice?
Because people are cocksuckers.
That's okay.
Do it in your front yard.
Goddamn motherfucker been coming out there leaving rubbers in my front yard. My kids out there fucking kicking them around. Look, a balloon. I mean, Jesus fucking Christ.
Tom Selleck put that down.
I mean, I was minding my own goddamn business until them kids started coming out there busting in my fucking front yard.
Busted.
Yeah, that is.
My kids are on TikTok. They're real big on that.
Oh, are they?
All 17 of them.
All 17 are on TikTok.
It's all private, but we did it just so we can watch other people's videos because human species is the shits.
We're an interesting bunch.
Yeah, it's just rotten bunch of motherfuckers.
Yes, I cannot have to agree with you. We're not the best. We are not the best.
No.
And we can't even fly. So, I mean, we got kind of uppity for a species that can't fly.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you got a species here who one side's saying this guy's better than the other, and the other one's better than the other, and they both are big pieces of shit, and they run the fucking country.
I didn't think we were going to go into politics with Mothman, but I'm here for it.
He's well-rounded.
Yes.
Well, I don't watch Fox News. I don't watch CNN. I watch. I just basically get the newspaper. I'm the only guy to get a newspaper. Keeps me up to fucking date. If I only watch Fox News, it'd only be for the hot chicks on, and I just mute it. I don't got to hear what they got to fucking say. Well, they got the hottest chicks on Fox News.
I have to agree. I mean,
holy shit!
Part of the marketing strategy there. It's smart.
My wife, she's not around, is she?
I think we would see her.
They can use that as a quote now on commercials. Be like, Fox News, we have the hottest chick. Like
Mothman.
Yeah, quoted Mothman.
Well, I mean,
Gene.
24/7, it's on. It's just rolling. I don't care what they're out there. Blah 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 blah. I don't give a fuck. Let me see your legs crossed, baby. But that's
So, this might be a sensitive subject, but I want to bring it up here. You are blamed quite often for the Silver Bridge collapse way back in the day. Took some lives, and you get the blame a lot on that. We want to any thoughts on that? Any statements?
Well, that is a fabrication. I've been living there for 75 fucking years. Nothing happened. They put that goddamn bridge up. Some welder don't know what the fuck he's doing. Decides that, hey, listen, I'm just going to take half a day today. I'm not really going to do this fucking island. And the island busts, and the bridge drops in the water. Not like that piece of shit Richard Gere fucking movie where it bobbling fucking around. It fucking dropped, bang. But they can't go blame themselves. The human beings cannot blame human beings. You got to blame the big bad Mothman. Gene Mothman, it ain't my fucking fault. Bunch of soft-ass motherfuckers, can't blame yourself. I'll tell you what, if you guys, ain't careful, I'm going to start fucking people up for real.
Show them what you can do.
I'm 6'8". I can do a fucking cock push-up.
We might say that for after the podcast. We might want to see that after the interview.
I'm 235 fucking years old. I ain't scared of shit.
235 years.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know when you were born. I didn't know the origin of that.
Well, our family came from, of course, Pennsylvania Dutch.
Right.
We were Amish. You really couldn't tell us apart in the Amish community, I guess, because we all had beards.
That makes so much sense.
And we were all hairy and nobody gave a fuck. We smelled like raw cabbage.
That makes so much sense.
And then we moved to West Virginia because we wanted a simpler life.
Right.
Amish country to West Virginia.
It doesn't get much simpler than West Virginia.
I wanted to humble, you know, and it was great for the first 150 years. It kind of sucked at first because West Virginia was a southern state.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And then it split right down the middle and became a northern state. And I was like, God, this place is nice. It's almost as nice as Ohio.
Right.
I love the state of Ohio. It's
And
a
I mean,
beautiful place.
Ohio's right there across the river.
And I could just look at it. But I don't want to scare them people because they didn't do nothing to
Well,
me.
you like those people.
I love those fucking people.
Right.
Scare
But-
the hillbillies.
But, you know, I moved to West Virginia. They come in here and they want to fuck with me and they want to put the blame on me. It ain't my fault. I lived in Chernobyl for a little bit. That wasn't my fault either.
Coincidence.
Okay.
I lived there for 2.5 fucking years. Me and my wife were on the outs, and you know I had to go somewhere. So I said, "Well, I've always wanted to go to Chernobyl."
I think before the meltdown, it was a pretty big travel destination.
Yeah.
So
you know, I've lived in some interesting places. I mean, you know, Chernobyl, that was kind of wild. You know, I lived down in Nicaragua, you know, and they had that dictator down there doing all that fucked up shit. So I had to get out of there, and I got to get blamed on his shit.
you were down there during.
I was down there. Goddamn. And then, I moved to Atlanta. I was in Atlanta for 2 or 3 days, and then that motherfucker blew up the Olympics. And, of course, you know, thank God they blamed that fat fuck. I didn't get the blame for that one.
Richard Gere.
But I was there, but it wasn't my fault.
So you were just hanging out at the Olympics.
Goddamn, I love sports.
All right, well, I want to get back to this this reoccurring theme here, but before we get to that, though, so Point Pleasant, they've not a whole lot going on there. Small town, tiny little town, and really the only business they've got is your name and your image and your likeness.
It's everywhere.
So they, there's a museum dedicated to you. There's tours. There's a statue.
A whole festival.
A whole festival. What do you think about that area kind of, prospering? It's not like they're living on a high horse with
The statue? It really shows off your ass, too.
Everything in that town wouldn't be there if it wasn't for this motherfucker right here.
I mean, it's hard to disagree with that.
Can't argue
You know,
with
for
that.
one, they put a statue up. I look nothing like that.
You're not really silver.
And I'm not silver. You know, it looks like the goddamn Wizard of Oz. You gotta go walk and take an oil can to the motherfucker's knees and shit.
Yeah.
That don't look like me at all. You know, I'm 6'8". I'm 475 fucking pounds. My wings weigh a fucking grand apiece, okay?
Jeez.
Big motherfucker, okay? I'm really a peaceful person. But they got me all looking evil and shit. I'm a regular motherfucker. I can fuck some shit up. I'm a regular guy. But they're profit. They got that goddamn museum, and it's
Beer sells.
It's just a small goddamn museum. I mean, Jesus Christ, couldn't you make it a fucking block?
Yeah.
Couldn't you fucking actually? How about this? Couldn't you actually give me some fucking money? I got kids.
17.
Have they ever reached out to you to try to compensate you in some way?
Every time, it's weird because every time I go up to them and said, "Hey man, can I have some money for this?" He runs away like screaming like his fucking head off, like he's scared of me. Like I don't understand what's to be scared of.
Well, I mean, from my perspective, if I operated a museum for, say, Bigfoot, I don't know if you know Bigfoot or not, but like if I operated the museum for a Bigfoot and he or she or Bigfoot came to me and if they came to me, thank you, and asked for some compensation for me making money off of them, I wouldn't be scared. That's my
Military.
and I've been a fan, so I don't I'd say that's hard for you to have to deal with that kind of.
Just give me a $5 McDonald's card. Goddamn, I'm not asking for a lot.
They do have a McDonald's
There's a
right
McDonald's
there.
right on the
Yep.
around
It's
the
right
corner.
there in the corner, man. We
Yeah.
go to Japanese fucking steakhouse. We go to Galplis at Christmas time, but every time I cross that bridge, people they think, "Oh no, it's gonna
coming
fall."
down.
Oh my God, it's falling. And our Christmas in Galplis is beautiful, but I can't go over there and enjoy it because they're scared of me.
Do you ever just fly really high up above and kind of?
That would be terrifying.
Oh, you're not a fan of heights.
Not for me.
Okay.
Could you imagine like being on the ground singing Christmas fucking carols and you're like, oh my God, is that the Mothman? Fucking flying down?
Is that Gene?
That is true. That
Fuck!
would be.
Run, it's Gene!
Now, there's a lot of. You're brought up a lot when we talk about Bigfoot and other cryptids. And even when people start talking about aliens and UFOs, they like to talk about the Mothman and how the Men in Black have something to do with you, and they came to quiet the whole town, and how you were maybe a creation of the government, and they were hiding some top secret. Any thoughts?
Well, the people of West Virginia are mainly just a bunch of fucking liars. Because nobody in West Virginia ever wears a fucking suit. So somebody could have came for a goddamn fucking funeral wearing a black fucking suit, and then they're like, goddamn, that's unique. He must work for the goddamn government, but he's fucking paying respect for someone dead. If you want Men in Black, give me Will Smith.
Okay.
Will Smith wasn't fucking rolling around. Tommy Lee Jones wasn't rolling the fuck around. They all a bunch of goddamn liars. Someone was just going to a fucking funeral in a suit. Y'all can't even afford a fucking suit because that's why it looks that way. I'm a little bit bitter about these motherfuckers.
I think you deserve to be, though. I think you've earned that
All
right.
these years.
But
yeah.
fucking hillbillies is what they are. But fucking hillbillies.
Okay.
Goddamn.
These are the Mothman's thoughts, not the Middle-Aged and Mediocre.
Bunch of backwoods hicks. I hate your guts. I'm actually thinking about coming back and killing all of you.
Oh God!
Well, I hope,
This is called evidence now, Gene. Okay?
I hope our conversation has spared us.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't be here if I didn't trust y'all.
No, that's good. It's good to hear. Glad I get to live.
That's right.
Although getting killed by the
I
Mothman
know,
would be a kind of decent way to go.
I mean, that'd be a nice thing to put on your grave. So when you guys are on your deathbed, just give me a holler. I'll come
All
take care of it for you.
Perfect. And we appreciate that.
Better than dying in a fucking bed over 4 days. Tell you that. I can take care of that.
Now, how did you? We mentioned at the top of the podcast, the interview here, that you had heard our episode on you. Mm-hmm. How did you come about here? You just Google searching and
Well, I got
Googling yourself one night real furiously.
Well, I was actually on. I don't want people thinking ill of me, but I was online looking up Pornhub,
okay.
and I was just typing in,
We might have been looking up at the same time.
Yeah, same time, and I typed in "sex with a beast" on there, and it just kind of popped up on there, and it's something. I mean, everyone's got a kink. It's mine. I like hairy porn.
Okay.
It is what it is. I mean,
Hey, no kink shaming here from this podcast.
and then I gave it a listen, and I appreciated it very much, and I have spared. If anybody fucks with you, I will kill them.
All right. You
Hear that, Craig Kilborn?
trying to think of who our podcast competitors were. We don't have any.
No,
But once we do, we got you on our side. So, all right, let's get back to there's a pattern, I guess. So Chernobyl. You said you were in Nicaragua during the reign of what's the fellow's name? It's right on the tip of my head here.
Hang on, let me get my moth phone out here.
Noriega.
Manuel
Noriega.
No, I got blamed. He was all right.
So you get blamed for him. You're in Atlanta when the Olympic bombing happens.
I was actually in Florida during 9/11.
Okay.
I ain't getting the heat for that shit.
So
That was Bin Laden.
now, does this? You kind of started getting popular again in some online communities right around the time COVID started, and
Someone spotted you in a parking garage in Chicago? Is that?
in a parking.
Yeah.
And the Mothman Festival has been canceled for 2 years in a row because of COVID. So, like, the cancel here, like, how do you feel about the festival being canceled? The festival is in your name. Did you have anything to do with COVID?
For one, let's get this straight. I had nothing to do with COVID-19. It was that goddamn Wuhan monkey out there in the fucking Chinese jungle.
Okay.
I had nothing to do with this fucking shit. It was that goddamn fucking monkey.
It sounds like you personally know this monkey.
Yes.
Well, I mean, us, folklores and legends, we have our own, Facebook group.
That makes sense. I wish I
Like
could
you were
get
talking
invited
about
to that.
Bigfoot.
Uh-huh.
He's in there. The Flatwoods Monster, he's in there. Got a bunch of ghosts and shit.
Is Bigfoot hung? I mean, he's got a big foot.
Well,
you
you
know
know
how
how-
you're the bigger the feet.
Well, I've been around some aliens before. You know how skinny those fuckers are, and they always have the big fucking necks? It's kind of like that, but Bigfoot. Like, he's so goddamn big.
It looks small in comparison to the rest
All right.
He has to date a small midget, or like with a little person.
of them. Yeah.
Sorry, because I'm actually friends with a bunch of them. They always tell me to call them midgets, but I will call them little people because I don't want to get y'all canceled like motherfuckers got my festival canceled.
Yeah.
Because they're blaming me for the COVID. I have nothing to goddamn do with the COVID-19. But you got a bunch of soft-ass motherfuckers.
You're very touchy.
You want to fucking cancel something that is made to honor me for everything that I have given you, Point Pleasant? You bunch of motherfucking hillbillies. I gave you everything. You wouldn't have your fucking car if it wasn't for me. You wouldn't have your fucking house if it wasn't for me. Your town would be an afterthought. Richard Gere came to your town because of me. And if they would have had any goddamn sense, they'd have fired his ass and brought in Burt fucking Reynolds. Burt fucking Reynolds. But you want to cancel me, you bunch of cancel culture sons of bitches. You goddamn ratchet ass motherfuckers. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. Burn in hell.
Gene.
Hey, Joel, you got any questions for Gene?
Therapy? Have you... I feel like that could be a direction.
Well, I feel like what got accomplished here this evening
You
is
just feel better?
Like I got a lot off my chest. If it was up to me, I would have made another town famous instead of Point Pleasant, West Virginia. I probably should have made a town in Ohio famous. No, and I wouldn't have killed nobody. It's not my fault.
I like to
didn't
think
do
you're
it.
up there saving lives on that bridge.
Motherfucker, I was flying in trying my best. Scooping people up.
I need to be
My
your
fault.
press. Who was it? The guy that deals with the press for Gene here. I can really spin his stuff positively.
I know what you're trying to say, but
Yeah.
I can't think of it right now.
We're good at this.
We're good at this. Well,
I'll be your press spinner positively person.
Well, I appreciate it. I need good PR, man.
PR. That's what it is.
Thank God Gene's
Press
here.
release. So, to wrap up here, I know
Caused COVID. That's
you did not cause COVID.
Negative.
Yeah, no.
negative.
That was Wu Hang Monkey. He's
Okay.
completely wants credit for that.
Now, you've made it very clear your thoughts on Point Pleasant and the people there and what
Yeah.
they've. But just
If I lived there, I'd move.
for
You know where I would move to? Gallipolis, Ohio. I hear it's lovely this time.
I hope after this interview comes out and people kind of know more about you and know the real Gene. I hope the people of Gallipolis can open their arms and understand that you just want to be a part of the community.
I think Gene should be the state bird of Ohio.
Is
Would you accept that?
Is it fair to call you a bird?
Yeah. Are you?
That's,
Is that insulting? Because I felt like we were doing good here, and I don't want to.
I mean,
There have been theories that
you stepped on.
All right, I'm sorry. It's the wings, and I'm
Birds,
sorry.
I hate fucking birds.
Mm.
They're always trying to move in.
Yeah, probably in your way, flying.
Goddamn, my family took care of the dinosaurs a long time ago, and the fucking prick pterodactyls. It's in our family lore.
I knew those pterodactyls.
Maybe you can be the
Chris.
state flower.
On the state mall.
The state
Yeah,
flower.
I mean,
like you listen
the
to Ohio. Are you listening to Ohio? Just
I want to be the mascot for the Ohio State Buckeyes.
the Ohio State jeans.
Yeah, I hate the Mountaineers. I hate Marshall, the Thundering Herd. I call him the Thundering Turd.
Oh,
It rhymes.
it rhymes.
My 14th son, Randy, loves Marshall because he knows it chaps dad's ass.
so
Their plane crashed. Did you know anything about that then?
I lived in Mason County. That is a border town of, what is it, Putnam? Because I had nothing to do with that.
All right.
I know nothing.
I just think you get a bad rap. I think tragedy just happens to occur around you. And
Well,
it's easy to point to the 6'8", 400 and some pound moth person
That does cock push-ups.
that does cock push-ups.
Can do one.
That's all.
One more than I can
One's
do.
all you need, bud.
Yeah. Someone says, "Let me see another one of those."
Hey, just remember this. Where there's people, if there's people in some place, bad things are going to happen. Because people are awful.
I agree with you. I couldn't agree more, actually, with that.
This has been eye-opening.
The only people I like are strippers.
Okay. Strippers are good people.
Because I could pay them. I get all my needs.
And then they just, it's just a business transaction.
Here, fuck off.
Yeah.
Sex work can still work.
It's
I support.
It's a business. I support
it's-
it. Wholeheartedly.
Hey man, everyone's got a bust.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mothman.
You're not wrong.
Put that on a t-shirt.
I was gonna say. I
Tell
was
that. Everyone's got a bust.
We'll cut you in on the profits on that one.
Oh yeah, we learned that lesson.
You know how that
You
goes.
get all the credits.
So, just like to close this thing out here, I'd just maybe like to ask you a little bit more about your personal life. Gene, what kind of TV shows do you like to watch?
Well, I'm a big fan of The Sopranos. It's my favorite TV show of all time because it's just like me. Tony Soprano gets a bad rap. Yeah, he's a killer and he's a murderer, but he's got a heart of gold. And that just touches the heart. And then Little House on the Prairie.
Oh.
No.
Okay. Any particular reason?
Michael Landon is a motherfucking OG.
Okay. Oh.
Man, these actors today suck.
All right.
They're named Tom Selleck.
They're the fucking shit. You're trying to tell me that Christian Bale was a better Batman than goddamn Michael Keaton?
I would never say that.
Michael Keaton's my favorite.
You're trying to tell me that fucking dead guy Ledger was a better fucking Joker than goddamn Jack?
Can't say that he was.
Get the fuck out of here. You know, I like the older guys. These new guys are just a bunch of hairless fucking dogs. They fucking shave and they just, the drizzling shits.
Well, I think we need to see a more modern, updated version of the Mothman movie, to make up for the Mothman Prophecies debacle. Who would you, Tom Selleck and Bruce...
you want to cast the whole movie with everyone who's alive?
Just who would play you, right? Who's alive right now?
Tom Selleck.
Tom Selleck still, right now.
Greatest actor in the history of the world, Tom Selleck.
That's high praise.
And his mustache is very, very thick and when he has it, so I could see him covered in
Love him on Blue
hair
Bloods.
and fur.
Yeah.
Love him on Blue Bloods.
Big Blue Bloods fan.
Now, what'd you think of him on Friends?
Well, it was the only episode I liked.
I don't know why I know that he was on Friends.
Because
I watched it.
She was lucky to get by Uncle Tom. Boy, Uncle Tom Selleck. She was ready to get it.
Tom Selleck.
And I meant that. I meant that in the way it sounded like he was the uncle.
Oh, I understood.
Okay, people out there, you cancel culture pussies.
They've already canceled you for next year.
You know what? I'll do my own festival.
Ooh.
I'll do my own Mothman festival, and it's gonna have wet T-shirt contest. It's gonna have alcohol. And it's gonna have people actually wanting to have fun, not exploiting my family.
Hey, if you need any co-hosts for that festival, we're your guys right here.
Well, how about I'll let you guys do the whole thing, and I just take credit for it.
Yeah, I feel like that's kind of our role.
You kind of have it coming, you're due.
Because I could kill you guys with my hands.
I'm not going to deny that at all.
That's the seventh time you brought this up. Before we started recording, you just kept telling us you could kill
us. It was the first thing you said to us, but...
Well, sometimes you just got to lay it out there.
Yeah.
I'm not scared at all. I'm shooting myself right now.
Oh, God.
Please don't. That's a full pant load. So, all right, then. Thank you so much, Gene. I don't know how we got this honor, but, it's truly one of the best moments of my life.
Sure.
So we've been big fans of yours for a while now. Hope you can settle down in Gallipolis one day and live a happy life. How long is your life expectancy, by the way? I don't want to get morbid here, but
we can live up to be 730 years old.
So then you're how old? 200 something? You said
235.
I hope you get to spend the next 500 years of your life.
I'm a teenager right now
in Gallipolis. You're a big boy for a teenager.
Take my family out to Rio Grande to Bob Evans' farm.
Can't get much better than that. That's a hell of a way to spend a Sunday.
We hit the drag races on Sunday.
That's the Mothman dream right there.
Yeah.
Go watch some pro wrestling.
Who's your favorite wrestler?
My favorite professional wrestler of all time?
Yeah.
Well, I've got a few, but I would probably have to say...
Can we each guess?
Actually, go ahead.
All right, I'm going to guess that your favorite wrestler is David Arquette.
Well, that's close.
I'm just thinking by the way you look, you're very hairy, like you said. You're big.
Mike Sharp.
No.
Okay.
I'm thinking, fucking what's his name from El Gigante, but
they was based off
over in WWF.
Oh,
looks very similar.
Very, very.
Yeah.
Wow. What's his name?
Elegante. Gonzalez. Giant Gonzalez.
Big Boogie Woogie Jimmy Valiant fan.
Jimmy Valiant.
Handsome Jimbo from Memphis, baby. He's big in the Mothman household.
Really?
Ooh, have mercy. You can't beat that motherfucker. Greatest wrestler of all time, Boogie Woogie. He can talk.
Right.
We don't need these guys doing backflips.
Okay.
Give me Handsome Jimbo from Memphis.
Well, there you have it.
Yep.
That's
Greatest of all time.
All the questions answered.
we've learned a lot here.
Then Playboy Buddy Rose.
Okay. Anything, Joel, before we go? Anything for Gene?
Just thank you, Gene. This means a lot to us.
Hey guys, hang on a second. I gotcha.
All right, we're going to go. Thank you so much, Gene.
Gotcha.
For the love of God. All right, tune in next time when maybe we'll have the Bigfoot on.
Yeah.
Maybe you won't.
Oh, no.
Or Richard Gere.
If we don't ever...
What you fucking say?
Oh, God.